Okay, let's see here. I got another question here I wanted to ask you. When it comes to the threat, because they're lurking out there, who do you think poses the biggest threat to the U.S. to do this historic 3 in a row?
I am going with Sweden. I am very high on them. Chris de Beer Felic and I agree on this. They've had a lot of near misses recently. They finished 3rd at the last World Cup. They've been runners-up at the last 2 Olympics. I don't want to step on our next pod when we're going to reveal our picks to win it, but you can tell by the way I'm talking that I might go that way because I am super high on this Sweden team. They have a player, Fridolina Rolfo, who I love. She scored the winning goal for Barcelona against Wolfsburg in the last Champions League final, and I think she's going to carry over that form into this tournament and play well here. So, and by the way, Sweden is a country that's always played the U.S. tough over the years. Yep. They beat them 3-0 in the last Olympics. So if the U.S. were to run into Sweden in the knockout stage, that would be a major problem for them, I think.
I mean, I would probably have to say England only because of the attention. Obviously, European champions, everything points towards this is the moment, except for the fact that they have had injuries. And it's not the same team that we saw a year ago in the Euros or won that European championship. And so, but I do think that they feel that this is their time. But I think from an England perspective, they probably, whether they say it or not, what England fears is that the time has passed and they had that little moment. Because this is about growing and getting better and better and better and better and better. And if it's just this blip up and down of that wonderful moment that doesn't ultimately result in the biggest prize, that's a problem. But it's almost as if England feel like they're due. Because they finally put the effort and the resources in now. They have that moment and they have to be given this, and it would hurt me deeply if England were to win.
I think they peaked last year. I mentioned the growth of the women's game in Europe. We saw that in the Euros. They were piping hot. England beat Germany in this great final at Wembley in front of a massive crowd. But you mentioned the injuries, losing players the caliber of Beth Mead and Fran Kirby and Leah Williamson. I think it's too much to overcome. So I no longer see England as a major, major contender to win this tournament.
Ooh, wow, love it.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.